Oh shit. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death, where we are not playing misclicks, but we're playing Dicing with Death.
We could be. I'd be a god.
You be good.
Look like you and chat were having some fun during break. Did we decide that this is the D&D version of Taken? Is that what I saw?
Yes. Yes. And then they tried to say that I was playing a French elf, which is bullshit.
If only your accents were that good.
If only. If only, Chauncey.
You cannot accent on command.
No, my accents are terrible. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
how long is the trip to Ashenholdt?
It'll be a couple of days.
Do we have a steamy scene where Michelle is tending to Qualnir's wounds in the carriage as they drive away in the rain?
Yeah, except Hank keeps looking back and leering at you guys.
I draw a short sword and wave it at Hank if he leers at me while I'm getting tended to by Michelle.
Yeah, I mean, after a few threats, he leaves you well enough alone.
I mean, I just waved the shorts at him once and then I stopped caring, let him get his jollies. Who cares?
Do you still have that random map? Wait, what is this? Yeah.
I have... I think I recently threw the map away. I seem to recall saying something like, why the fuck do I have this piece of shit? Nope. Local area map. It's still here.
Yeah. So, do you see where I just switched you to?
Yeah. Where are we looking? Are we looking at Ashenholdt down here?
No. What?
No. Where are we looking?
In the top right of the page I just brought you to. There's a little square
yes.
drawn in beige.
Yes,
that is what your map looks like. Seagate is just north off of this map.
Right. Ashenholdt is the river, is the lake or loch.
That's that lake, and apparently it means asshole in German or something like that.
Ah.
Or some language. Apparently, I offended some people when I put this map up the first time.
Well.
But I'm okay with that. That's what we're here for.
Are these little circles other towns on the island?
Yes, those are small towns.
Okay. I didn't even know that we passed through those small towns.
I think we went through it. I mean, you can go back and watch the VODs. They're all on YouTube. I'm pretty sure we went through each town and you stayed in the inn.
Okay.
That one right there is the town that you got to after slaying the Dobar Chew.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember all these towns now.
And you started all those rumors about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So you traveled through the night.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Roll some dice, shall we? Well, crap. All right. So you're sort of dozing in the back seat, and you are aroused to the sound of horse hooves pounding on the road ahead. Sounds like quite loud.
What? I look out. Is it still raining?
It's a light drizzle.
Okay. I poke my head out the window if the window opens and look towards whatever is in front of us. Is it nighttime? Is it daytime?
It's still pitch black and rainy sometime in the middle of the night. But you do see torchlight flickering a little ways ahead down the trail. And you hear laughter. And you hear out, "What have we here?"
I rub my forehead. Michelle, can you help me with these guys? I'm a little tired. And we step out of the carriage.
You, sir, what is your business on this road at this hour? Don't you know it is not safe? They say to Hank.
I step out of the carriage.
You asked her to deal with it?
No, to help me deal with it.
Okay.
Like, we step out of the carriage together.
Okay.
God. I step out rubbing my forehead in my common clothes.
You see before you 6 horsemen. The two of them are wearing plates, mail.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily plate mail, but metal armor.
Okay.
And there are 4 behind them. and their horses are barded as well. And the 4 behind them are not. Two of the unarmored wheeled horses, and you see that the armored men are heavily armored and wear knights, or wear weapons. Roll a heraldry check.
Nice.
Let's put that skill to use right off the bat.
Plus 12. 29. Fantastic.
Yeah. You spot some sigildry belonging to Duke Seagate. The teal galleon on orange, I believe.
You there, Sir Knight.
Says you step out of the cart.
We are headed to Ashenholdt.
Are you? Well, far be it from me to tell you where and when a free man cannot travel. But didn't you know there's a road tax? The services of men such as us keeping you safe is not free.
I move my cloak aside to reveal my blades. I can keep myself free, thank you very much.
I'm afraid that's not how it works. See, we are out here patrolling whether you ask for us or not. The tax is the tax.
The tax should be applied flatly to the entire population, not just to those that use the road. Don't you understand how to govern?
I don't govern, I just enforce. You'll need to take these matters up with Duke Seagate.
Well, last time we spoke, he was not too pleased with our conversation. And his wife was left without her mirror. Interesting. I nod to... at that moment, I nod to Michelle to use the mirror and charm the motherfucker.
Do you think she would catch that with a glance? I mean, I guess you control her, so she can...
I mean...
That could have been her idea.
Yeah, but I think that's
So
a pretty... She left without her mirror and then a turn and like a meaningful nod.
Yeah. Do you want to describe to me how Michelle attempts to activate this mirror?
Michelle sighs loudly and says, "Oh, Qualnir, you don't know how to be nice to people, do you? Hold on, sir." And leans inside the carriage, rummages through her bag, whips out the mirror, uses the mirror.
That's what I was asking. How does she use the mirror?
The same way she used it on the Elf Lord, the wizard elf.
And how is that?
By focusing on the mirror while holding it and thinking, "You will help me to charm this person."
So she starts thinking about charming him, but then she catches her own reflection, and she's like, "Damn, I'm gorgeous." On a scale of 3 to 18, with a roughly Gaussian distribution, an average of 10.5, and a standard deviation of 2.5 or whatever, I'd probably be a 17. And she's feeling like hot shit.
Is she like lost in the mirror?
I mean, she's lost in her own reflection for a few seconds, but then she's...
Okay, but not like lost.
No, she doesn't get sucked in or anything.
No, I don't know.
I was just describing how the magic affects her.
Okay, cool.
A little bit of flavor text.
No, I like the flavor text. I just, for a moment, I was worried that she was going to get sucked, like lost in the mirror and not help.
No, that's only after you expend 10 charges.
Okay, cool. And then she turns around, steps in front of Qualnir, gazes into the knight's eyes, and says, "Sir Knight, we are but simple travelers on our way to Ashenholdt in this dreary and dreadful rain. Would you be so kind as to step aside and let us through? We haven't the coin for the tax, and a man such as yourself understands that you are here to help those little folk who really need it, like us."
His jaw drops and his gaze lowers to Michelle's cleavage.
"I would be happy to give you a favor of mine in exchange for passage on this road."
Lady, I did not realize who was traveling in this carriage. You are more enchanting than the moon above. gestures to an overcast and dreary sky. The other knight reins his horse forward and says, "John, what the hell are you doing? We're getting gold from these people, aren't we?"
Qualnir says to John, John, is
John
it your
the guy
position? Oh yeah, well, not John. Excuse me, is it your position to question your commanding officer? I don't think that's how Duke Seagate would appreciate his troops working.
Commanding officer. You are referring to Sir...
John?
No. John is the other guy. Sir... Bellart.
At this point, Michelle speaks up and says, John, you don't mind if I refer to you by your first name, do you?
Call me whatever you like, milady. John, what has gotten... I mean, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous and all, but we can take her too.
Come here, John. Let me give you a kiss on the cheek as a favor to let us pass.
He steps down from his horse and starts walking over to her. Sir Blart says, "John, what?"
She goes over and throws her arms around his shoulders, leans in deeply, and gives him a big, fat kiss on the cheek.
You hear some giggling and whispers from the squires.
And then she steps away and says, May we pass now? My dearest John.
Can I come with?
But you would be abandoning your duty. Isn't duty what makes a knight?
I suppose you're right. Yes, you may pass. What? No, they can't!
Qualnir starts to get back
John
in the carriage.
gets back on his knight, gazing longingly at Michelle.
Michelle
continue on.
Michelle stands in the carriage and holds on to the top as it rides off, and she waves goodbye.
Come visit soon. I'll miss you. I'll write every day. Wait, what was your name? Wait! Where can I find you?
Goodbye, my John. I'll see you again one day.
All right, and your carriage travels off into the distance.
Qualnir sits a little jealous of the affections that she shows towards other men sometimes, and being a little butt about it.
All right, well, that is that.
Okay. No need to shed the blood of the Duke's men. Especially not when I'm at 15 HP. Ooh, Michelle, on the other hand, is wounded.
Really? It's
Yeah,
been... Oh, no, she probably took wounds in the fight with the sea wolves.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have healed at all.
No, not until after tonight.
Yeah.
Like, tonight should be her first HP, I think.
Yeah. So, just as dawn is breaking, you pull into this small village south of Seagate. It's that little dot at the very north of the map. On the banks of this river. Just a small fishing village, no wall.
Qualnir tells the driver...
A couple of dozen structures and a small dock on the bank of the river.
Qualnir tells the driver to get fresh horses and continue the journey. With that, we will not be stopping.
Fresh horses?
Change your horses for others. I'm sure you can trade them somewhere. A horse is a horse, is it not?
Can I see some coin?
Qualnir tosses him...
Not that I doubt your nobility, sir. These things cost money.
Qualnir tosses him 7 platinum pieces.
Right away, sir. Fresh horses it is.
Good.
If you'd like, you can grab yourself some breakfast, and I will be on the road within an hour.
We grab some breakfast.
Sure, you shell out 4 copper for a nice country breakfast. Fried spiced potatoes.
Ooh.
A couple of boiled eggs.
I had fried spiced potatoes this morning for breakfast. I guess for breakfast this afternoon. It's delicious.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, and you're tired and road worn, but ready to continue if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. I would like to.
Freshen up in this small tavern. It's the wee hours of the morning, so around you are the fishermen and a few farmers getting their breakfast before heading out to work in the day. You get some interested glances, but nothing you're not used to.
Okay. We'll just keep going then. We have no desire to stop with the locals.
Fair enough.
We're not going to go as far as Cornbrook because I do not want to run into that farmer's daughter. But
Think you'd recognize her?
Oh, absolutely not. But she might recognize me.
The father of her child.
Wait, who said she was pregnant? What?
No, it hasn't been verified. That was just.
Okay, good. I've never seen that woman before in my life.
All right, so within an hour, Hank has managed to trade his horses for some fresh horses. And he's ready to hit the road if you are.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready to hit the road.
All right. You head south along the road. Initially, the river is nearby, but it veers away. It's still raining. Quite dreary ambiance as you travel through these rolling hills.
Lightly, hard, lightning, thunder.
It's heavy-ish rain, no lightning, thunder, no serious wind, but a lot of water. The roads are wet and muddy and going somewhat slow. Relatively flat, but sort of slow rolling moors. Hills dotted with trees.
Oh.
Lovely and green. But wet and cold. Within a few hours, you come to a bridge that crosses over this river.
Mm-hmm.
And your carriage crosses the bridge.
Mm-hmm. See, a well-placed bridge. It makes a lot of sense. It's on a road between two towns.
Where was that? Are you referring to my random bridge in the middle of the Underdark, or was this from another campaign?
I'm referring to Chucky and Honorbound.
But was there just a bridge somewhere stupid? Okay. Oh, yeah, we were off-roading. I remember that. We specifically went off-roading, and we randomly happened across a bridge.
Yeah.
Directly in our path.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I will never let Chucky live that one down. I mean, maybe there's a very legitimate reason for that bridge to be right in our path, but, you know.
There's also a very legitimate reason for our characters to go, like, what the hell is this bridge doing here? What sorcery is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
any case, no. The road leads to a river, and the only way to get across that river is to build a damn bridge across it. So some poor farmer built a damn bridge at some point. And you cross it. And there are no trolls on this bridge. Lucky you.
Fantastic.
You pass by a few merchants and farmers traveling about. It's nothing particularly eventful in the morning. So mid-afternoon, you are overtaken by riders as well. Riders. In this case, a single mounted knight with 5 foot soldiers jogging to keep up with his trotting horse.
Okay.
They are coming presumably from Seagate. They come from behind you and overtake you.
Do they overtake us and stop us, or just overtake us?
Just overtake you and keep on moving.
Okay, I try and get a glimpse, at least at the back of the knight, and any banners he may have, etc., etc.
Yeah, roll a heraldry.
Bada bing, bada boom, 26.
Yeah, once again, he looks to be a knight of Seagate. He's wearing the customary teal and orange.
Okay.
And you assume the foot soldiers share the same affiliation.
Okay. Okay.
They're headed south.
All right. We keep trekking.
Yeah. All right. The rest of the day passes uneventfully. You pass by a few merchants and peddlers who stop you and try to get you to buy their shit. I assume you
Ignore the shit out
wave
of
them
them.
off
Yeah.
and continue on your way. It's hard to. It stayed pretty heavy rain throughout most of the day, so you can't really catch sight of the sun. But when it starts to get darker, and you right around that time, you pull into a town.
Okay.
Once again, a small, unwalled city. This one on the bank of the lake, marked on your map as Ashenholdt.
Okay.
It's about dark. Are you going to get a in room for the night? I assume you've been napping in your carriage as you traveled.
Yeah. No. Instead, I tell the driver that we need fresh horses and we need to move along.
Yes, my lord. Where is it we're headed?
Ashenholdt.
Ashenholdt. In such a hurry.
In such a hurry.
Very well.
I hope you can stay up for another however long it takes to get there.
Oh, I've been sleeping while I drive.
Excellent.
All right.
Highly recommended in this day and age because you have a horse that's smart enough to not go off the road.
So, some amount of time later. Yeah, like 45 minutes. He gets fresh horses. Do you spend this time at the tavern, or?
I mean, we grab food and then just come back straight to the
Right,
cart.
yeah, sure. 5
Yeah.
copper, and get fresh horses back to your cart, and back to the road through the wee hours of the night.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just keep on going.
Alrighty. All right. All right. Roll for me a perception check. So a couple hours pass. You're traveling south along the road. Yeah.
Off by 1.
You're dozing. Same for Michelle, actually. Although she's an elf, she does actually sleep. Critical. Okay. Michelle hears the sounds of movement, and she realizes you've come to a stop.
She wakes me.
Okay. Qualnir wakes up just in time to roll initiative. I guess.
Oh, shit.
Well, you don't immediately see a target, so you don't necessarily. I mean, I guess if you want to declare that you leap out of the carriage and you stab the first thing that you see,
No, I don't.
you can go first.
No,
But-
Qualnir is more like, huh? Why are we stopping? What's going on?
All right. So initiative for. Let's just. You want to do individual?
Yeah, Qualnir rolls a 10, and Michelle, she's getting color spray ready if we're going to be doing combat stuff. But I don't actually,
I mean, she
there's no
doesn't
reason for her to cast a spell, so,
There's no reason for anyone to necessarily think there's combat occurring. I mean,
other than rolling
metagame.
initiative, yeah. So 5 for Michelle, 10 for Qualnir.
Okay. So Michelle does go first if you want to declare what she's doing. As she hears the sound of movement outside, your carriage is stopped, you're not sure where. Everyone is sort of dozing.
She basically elbows Qualnir harshly and goes, Qualnir, wake up! Something's going wrong.
And then she's got first jump, first move. What does
She
she do
will.
when she senses danger?
Her AC is much, much lower than Qualnir's, and she's a much lower level, so she's going to let him go out first. She's kind of the support character anyway. So she will hold her action until after Qualnir's.
Okay.
And he goes at 10.
So yeah. So right after Michelle, the door on Qualnir's side of the carriage opens. Standing before you is a hooded figure, who looks shocked to see you are awake and aware, but moves forward, gets right up next to you, puts a short sword into your gut, and says, "Don't make a sound, don't make a move, unless it's to go to your coin purse."
My
He
turn?
doesn't. Yeah, it's Qualner's turn. This is the only
Alright. He is going to take his right hand and try to grab the guy's arm and pull it closer towards him, like the, come on, stab me then, you fucker, sort of thing. And then with his left hand, he wants to bring Bloodletter slash at the guy.
Yeah.
Falnir is going very, very angry aggro today.
Yeah. No, he totally sees this coming. What is your? Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
I'm seated, so I wouldn't get my dex bonus. It would just be a 15 if I'm like seated in a cart.
Yeah, he still doesn't hit.
Okay.
So you make a grab. He sees you going for his sword arm, and he follows through with his blow. But you rotate, and he just stabs the cushion of your seat. Make your grab attack against his arm, as well as your
Grab attack is a 17. And Bloodletter, any bonus for holding onto his arm?
Hold on. Okay, so you. All right. You get a grip, and he yanks back as you go for the grab, slicing your hand with his short sword. But you manage to, after he pulls back, you reach your hand under and grab his forearm.
Okay. How much damage do I take?
You take 4 damage. He got an attack opportunity.
Okay, that's fine.
But you do have his arm held.
Okay. Any bonus for having his arm held at all, or penalty for sitting in a cart? Or they wash each other
You can
out?
sort of do like a half stand and get your leverages in check. I'll give you +2 for having him somewhat held.
Oh, fucking hell. 10 to hit.
Yeah. You miss. Right.
And then I guess Michelle goes.
All right, he shouts out, "We've got some live ones in here."
Michelle will cast Color Spray. And I want to double check the rules.
Yeah,
But it's basically a D6 creatures affected.
But what's the area of effect or whatever?
It is a wedge, so I think she might actually hit Qualnir with it, although his back is to her. But you know what? It doesn't even matter because it's a color spray in that wedge.
She can like lunge over him and.
Okay, yeah. So reach your hands beyond Qualnir to color spray like directly into the guy's eyes and out and around it.
Okay. She doesn't see any other target, so it's just gonna hit this one guy.
Well, I mean, it's an AoE magic effect. She doesn't have to see a person in order for it to affect him.
Yeah. What is the AOE?
It is a wedge, 5 feet by 20 feet by 20 feet. Like a I guess a triangle or something.
5 by 20.
I don't understand.
It really says 5 by 20 by 20 wedge.
Yeah, let me grab the player's handbook to get the more definite. Page 172 for those of you following along at home. Color spray. Area of effect, 5 by 20 by 20 foot wedge.
So only 1 by 20.
5 by 20 by 20.
What the? How do you have 3 dimensions to a wedge? They should just give you a length and an arc or something like that.
Or maybe it's 5 feet at the base, 20 feet at the end, and 20 feet long. I think it's like a cone that is, I don't even know.
Yeah,
You decide how to do it, but it affects 1d6 targets. If
our
they're in the AoE.
our glorious bard, the menstrual minstrel, says it's a isosceles triangle, which is what makes the most sense to me, I guess, given those three numbers. So you got a 5 foot at the base, which is probably the far end, and then like 20 foot on the other side. So does that make sense? 20 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 20 by 20 by 5, like a triangle, like a wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then why have
It's
20 by
weird.
20 by 5? Why not just say a 20-foot cone 5 feet at the end?
I don't know, man. It was the 80s.
But everything else is cone. This is the only spell that comes in a wedge form. This is very
Burning
poorly
hands.
written.
All right. Very well.
They need to save versus spell. All those above the level of the spellcaster and all those 6th level or 6 hit dice or more are entitled saving throw. Actually, if they're under 6 hit dice or if they're 5th level, they don't get a saving throw. 5th level or above.
All right. So Michelle sprays brilliant lights from her hands, and this guy just flat on his back.
Unconscious for 2d4 rounds.
All right. He's done for. Roll initiative.
2d4. 8 rounds. Nice. Okay, Kolnir goes d10 plus nothing. Just a flat... Oh, yeah, d10 plus 1. And Michelle is busting out her detect magic.
Detect magic.
Yeah. We want to know what we're up against. So 9 for Michelle, 10 for Kolnir.
9 for Michelle, 10 for Quilmir, including weapon speed.
Including weapon speed, but not including quickness magic stuff.
All right. You actually go first.
Alright, Qualner leaps out of the cart and looks for people, and also looks for Hank.
Yeah.
So a quick glance around. Is Hank around? Are the people
you
around?
See 2 figures, one at the horse, one at Hank. The one at the horse has the horse and it's like calming it down. It looks like he's stopped the horse.
Mm-hmm.
You are on a small stone bridge passing over a river. The other brigand is sitting next to Hank with his hand over Hank's mouth and a blade in Hank's throat. And he rotates to face you and he says, "Not another step or the driver gets it."
Can I throw my dagger and then attack with my sword?
Yeah, sure. I think I've allowed that in the past.
Cool. So we'll do our dagger throw at him. D20 plus 8 when thrown because of that high dex. 23 to hit. I don't know what sort of cover you want to give him for Hank, but I think a 23 is a hit.
I think a 23 is a hit as well.
D4 plus 2. I'm assuming it does not clear tip by 10.
No.
Yeah.
No,
4
he's
damage
got
with the
cover
dagger.
and He's wearing studded leather.
Okay.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Is that blood letter?
That is blood letter. D4 plus 2.
All right. Blood letter sinks into his shoulder, and a streak of red extends from the dagger's hilt to your chest. And you gain 2 points of HP. The guy gasps in horror.
As Qualner leaps towards the man with the horses, slicing with his short sword.
Rolling.
Oh, 9.
Missing. Michelle does go next.
From inside the carriage, she gets her detect magic spell off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Does detect magic go through carriage walls?
I believe so. I think it takes a little bit more wood than the carriage to get that. And there's gaps in it as well. Like there's windows and stuff.
Okay.
I think it's like a foot of stone or an inch of... a couple inches of... I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. A stone wall of 1 foot or more thickness, solid metal of 1 inch thickness, or a yard or more of solid wood blocks the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Alright, so she
picks up all the magical items you have.
It's a 10 foot by 60 foot path.
Yeah, so it's like where she's looking, 60 feet.
Right. So she is starting looking. I guess she hears the cries out front and starts looking towards where Hank would be in the driver position. Yeah. So like straight forward is where she's going.
She's not. She doesn't pick up anything that you wouldn't expect.
Okay.
And so you've got all your magical items. I could go down the list if you
Cool.
want.
Yeah, that's solid. That's perfect.
But yeah,
All right.
brigands don't have +1 long swords. That's
Well, at first I wasn't sure if they were brigands or if they were assassins or what the deal was. So
you're still not entirely sure.
yeah, still not sure.
All right. And you are you off of the cart or are you on the cart?
I am on the ground because I'm over fighting the guy with the horses.
Oh!
Natural
I wish
20?
I could tilt the camera. Yep, natural 20.
Sick.
+1 for high ground.
21.
Yeah, the brigand bears down on you with his short sword. What? You want to know why it smells? Oh my goodness.
What sort of goodies do you have?
You don't even want to know.
I do want to know. What are
You're
they?
gonna be disgusted.
Oh, don't tell me.
Chinchurrones, fried pork skins. We're terrible. But there's no carbs. It's how I stay this lean.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm working on my
So-
nuts now, but there's...
nuts are good. Nuts are good.
it's a good...
Let's see. 20. Let's say 22. What's your AC?
18
18.
back attack? Flank attack.
Are you trying to get yourself critted?
I don't know. I like...
No, I don't think there's any. It's dark, but I don't think either of you. It's symmetrical, isn't it? You get like +2 to AC, but -2 to hit,
Yeah.
-2 to AC.
Yeah, but as an elf with night vision, I might actually not get the penalty.
Fuck off! You take 2 damage. Jay Hummel says, "I think he already worked on some nuts."
Yeah, I did.
Yep, already been there this session. So, yes, you just got stabbed, and holy shit!
Another 20?
Yeah, the guy who was watching no, not another 20, only 19 including bonuses. Comes, yeah, let's go to the horse and runs towards you. Wrong die. These die are so fancy I can hardly read them. Slashing you with a broadsword for 4 points of damage.
Ooh, wow. Kolnir is actually hurting right now.
Will these one-hit die brigands be the end of you?
Hopefully not. That would be really embarrassing.
Next round, declare actions.
Kolnir is going stabby, and Michelle is stepping out of the cart looking for more brigands and then trying to detect magic on whatever she sees. If she doesn't see any new brigands, she'll detect magic on the guy on the ground that is sleeping. D10 plus 1 for Kolnir, D10 plus 1 for Michelle, 2 for Kolnir, 11 for Michelle.
Well, Qualnir goes first anyways because of his magical short sword.
Right. Short sword to the guy that was holding the horses. No, to the man that was on Hank. 10 against the man on Hank.
Not gonna do it.
Okay, and then a standard dagger in his offhand, a non-magical dagger, because he doesn't go for rat cleaver. Not yet. He'll bring out a meat cleaver when it gets super cereal. 15 with a standard dagger
That will hit.
for 1 point of damage against the man who threatened Hank's life.
Not quite enough.
Oh!
What was Michelle's initiative?
10.
All right. Let's start with the guy, the horseman, as in the man who had the horse. Is a miss. And the brigand next to you looks down at the seat cushion beneath him where Bloodletter is lying, and his eyes go wide. And he reaches out and he picks it up and he feels its power coursing through his muscles. Ah! And he goes berserk. A mad blood rage. 14 to hit does not do it. Michelle goes. So let's see. She's not detecting any new magic. She gets the impression of the color spray that she cast. She gets your magic items, which would be, I believe, Bloodletter, the short sword.
Rat Cleaver.
Rat Cleaver is non-magical.
Oh!
Bum, bum, bum. I thought you'd known that.
No! I thought Rat Cleaver was magical. Okay.
It does. It is a special weapon that I made up that isn't in the book, but it's not magical.
Oh, well, fuck that shit. We're not keeping that any longer.
You haven't even investigated.
It's non-magical. Who cares about it? It's not epic loot, guys. It's not purple. Why would I want to keep it?
But it's like one of those weird, like, gray-brown specialty items that you can only, like Wirt's leg.
Right.
That is actually a pretty useless weapon, but it's kind of cool, and you could probably use it to summon a portal to another dimension or something like that.
Yeah.
So you're kind of hesitant to throw it away.
It's not magical, but there might be some underlying purpose that makes it even more valuable.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And there's the mirror.
And the potion of heroism.
Yeah.
I don't think... my silver Solomon dagger?
No, that is not magical.
That's
her bracers.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Oh god, I think I threw away Michelle's character sheet already, and I didn't write down her equipment. Oh god. We'll figure it out later.
Lost everything.
Michelle all of a sudden is standing there naked. No magic mirror, no magic bracer. Nothing.
Alright. So she can do more if she'd like. I mean,
Then she will take her... What does she got? She's got a hand crossbow. I doubt she keeps it loaded. Will you allow me to load and fire the hand crossbow? Or is that a little too much?
That's why it's one shot around.
Yeah.
I think like the heavy crossbow, you've got to load it.
It's one every other round, yeah.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
They did not balance weapons appropriately in this edition.
Well, I think the imbalance of it is that crossbows shouldn't require weapon proficiency. They should be point and click. That way anyone can pick up a crossbow and use it.
That's basically what they did in later editions, actually. Like in 3rd edition, they made crossbows simple weapons.
Okay.
Versus martial weapons.
Yeah, well, hand crossbows are simple weapons in 5. I think heavy crossbows are still...
But I almost feel martial. Like it's... I mean, I guess you don't need... To shoot it, you don't necessarily need to be skilled, but like it's so much more complicated of an instrument. Like, if it jams, you've got to be a fucking engineer to get it figured out.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the situation, is it jams, and if you're not proficient, you're like, fuck it, I'll just pick up a new crossbow. I don't know. Whatever. So she takes a shot, d20 plus 2. 18. I guess she can't see the guy who is standing next to Hank, because she just got out the door, and Qualnir's right there.
She can move if she'd like, but the first one she sees is the guy with the broadsword bearing down on Qualnir.
Yeah, that's what it is. She steps out, is detecting just other magic shit, pulls out the crossbow, loads it, aims a shot, fires 18 against this guy.
For damage.
Damage is a paltry d3, 1 point of damage against him.
Alright. This guy looks pretty big and burly. He's standing at least a head over Qualnir with a big sword. And I think they go.
One of them goes. One of them already went.
Oh, I think they should have both gone. But maybe they did. I don't know. Yeah. In any case, he misses.
Okay.
Let's say he's specialized with his broadsword and he just got a second attack that round.
Okay. Qualnir gets 4 initiative, and Michelle gets 11 initiative.
Alright, Qualnir goes first.
Short sword, aiming for the gut. D20 plus 6, 15. D6, ooh, that's not how you roll. D3 No, D6 plus 2. 7 damage to the guy with bloodletter in his
He was
hand.
already within an inch of his life, and you finish him off.
As I run my
His
sword
face
through
still
him,
mad with the blood rage, and in his death grip, he clutches Bloodletter close.
as he dies, I whisper in his ear, "That's my dagger." And as a as I pull my sword out of him,
You see him clutching his shirt.
I take my extra dagger and I just hurl it at the guy adjacent to me.
Roll the hit.
D20 plus 6, I believe. 11 with the normal dagger.
Not gonna do it. He's actually in melee range, so that was just a stab attack. I assume.
Okay. I stab with my normal dagger, which is actually then an 8, a 9.
Your strength is better than your dex.
No. A stab is lower attack.
Okay.
My dex is high. My strength, I have +2 to hit with missile weapons.
Before Michelle goes, oh, another hit with a broadsword. 7 points of damage, almost max.
To Qualnir?
To Qualnir.
He's unconscious. He's at 0 exactly. Qualnir falls to the ground. Unconscious. Hold on. 0 is okay. 0 is acceptable.
0 in this edition is less of a big deal. You aren't bleeding.
10 is 10. -1 is bad. All right, Michelle goes D20 plus 2, 10 to hit.
That's a miss.
Michelle is in a little pickle now.
And she's got to roll initiative.
All right, she's gonna switch to her stiletto. Uh-oh. D10 plus 2, 6 for Michelle.
All right, she goes first. This guy seems to be distracted.
13. Studded leather is 13?
Is AC 13, right? Studded leather?
Yeah.
Just barely hit. She slides that stiletto between some of the studs.
3 damage.
The best she could do, but this burly bastard takes it and pays her no mind. In fact, he brushes past her, provoking an opportunity attack.
Fucker. 16. You think you can really just walk past me? 1 damage.
Alright, he starts laughing maniacally as he picks up Bloodletter.
Do you even know what you hold in your hand? She says.
He turns sharply and shows a sigil on his chest, which looks to be Bloodletter.
What?
Do you know what you hold? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just another dagger.
Oh, fuck. Michelle can't take this guy, especially
Otherwise,
if he's got
we'll-
bloodletter. This is the end.
Gotta get clever. She's a spellcaster.
Yeah, but all she has is
You can
friends
finish
and ESP. How long does friends take to cast? I can
I
also
don't-
try my
I don't think you can. You can't use friends in combat.
casting time 1, buddy.
But it's not. What's it gonna do?
Increase my charisma.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess with 25 charisma, you could role play some pretty intense shenanigans. In any case, roll initiative.
Okay, I got it. 7 for her.
He goes first.
Oh, fuck me.
Um,
Oh, God, no, don't kill Michelle. Oh, God, don't kill Michelle. Oh, shit, she's at low
I'm trying to
HP,
think if
too.
he would attack her, or if he would just like. Let's see how his morale is doing.
Oh, God.
He goes for the horse. He takes. He's got the bastard sword in one hand, the bloodletter in the other, and he cuts the horse loose. And he climbs aboard, turning his back to Michelle once again, provoking an opportunity with her stiletto.
She doesn't take it. She has a different plan.
All right, he gallops away,
Ooh.
laughing maniacally as he disappears into the night. What was her plan?
Cast
I mean-
friends, get naked, seduce him.
Well, he's about 120 yards off into the distance.
Oh god. Um, she switches to her crossbow and tries to make a final shot at him.
What are her ranges like?
I gotta look it up. Is he 120 yards away?
What does a horse move at?
Movement speed 12.
Let's say just you got a half move, so probably 60 or 60 yards.
Okay. Fuck, that's long range for her. That is the end of her range. 60 yards is max
Really? With the hand
with
crossbow.
the hand crossbow. That's
Yeah,
a minus 5 to hit.
I'm gonna
So
ignore the fact that it's pitch black and just let you make that roll to hit at long range.
okay. So I'm expect an attack. So if this hits, that it could be a backstab attack with her thief skills.
Bards don't get backstab.
Fuck! Fuck! We're all going to die. We're all gonna die. -1.
So, oh whoops! She shoots an arrow behind her. You can roll initiative. I mean, who's gonna die? I mean,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, combat's over.
No, she's rolling initiative. She can go or initiative before he gets his initiative. Somehow magically, she can get another shot at him. 11. It's not going to work.
Yeah, he's out of sight. You can hear his laughter echoing through the hills.
Michelle turns to Hank. Who were those men?
I don't know. Bandits?
She takes a look at the horses. There's only one horse, right?
They didn't come with horses.
No, but there was only one horse pulling the cart.
There were 2 horses pulling the cart. He took one and made a break for it.
She grabs the short sword and hops on the horse and chases after him.
All right.
Riding into the night, just down the road.
Does she have any way that she might be able to track him?
Detect magic is still on.
That's what I was thinking. What's the range on that?
I am looking it up right now. Oh, 60 feet long.
So she'll have to get close. So you're on a bridge right now. The road heads north and south. He hopped on the horse and headed south down the road.
She goes. She whips her horse into a frenzy to chase after this man as she rides bareback.
Bareback, huh? Roll a perception check for me.
Oh god, her perception's terrible. Oh god, this is what happens, guys. This is what happens. 14. Motherfucking sweet Jesus Christ, an apple pie.
All right. So she's galloping down the road, seemingly alone in the night.
She keeps going until she
passes. Yeah.
She'll ride for. I mean, she will keep pushing her horse to go faster and faster and faster until the horse can't go any faster.
Yeah. How does that work?
She does not have a horseback riding proficiency, so I don't know if she can actually do that. She's gonna try.
Yeah, sure. Can she do a wisdom?
Yes.
Wisdom?
Yes. Natural 1.
Yeah, I mean, she's got the horse going as fast as she can. It doesn't seem to be speeding up. Roll another perception check.
Natural 1.
I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so another round passes. The adrenaline's, and it's been a couple of minutes since she's been in combat. The adrenaline's filtered through her system. She no longer feels like she's in a chase, and she's coming to the conclusion that, I'm sort of alone out here in the middle of the night, and I can't hear anything, and I don't see anything. You're on a road. It's heading roughly north and south.
Michelle slows to a stop, turns around, and starts riding back.
She returns. Qualnir will regain consciousness probably by morning.
She gets Hank to help her put Qualnir in the carriage.
Wounded.
gathers, puts Qualner's short sword away, gathers all the crap, and looks Hank dead in the eyes and say, "Take us to the next village quickly. We need to rest."
What do you do with the bodies?
She stabs them through the throat.
Okay. Do you really think she would care that much? Maybe.
You're right. I don't think Michelle would care. I think yeah, you're probably right. She would leave them. Let them bleed out
Qualner
or survive
might be
on
quite
their own.
salty, but
Yeah. Yeah,
all
I
right.
can't take my Qualner rage out with Michelle. It must be impartial. Or the game has
all right. Let's see where we are. You're a good long ways to. I mean, it's just like. I mean, it's probably like 11 p.m. maybe. It'll take most of the night to get to the next town.
Okay.
Yeah. The rest of the journey to town is rather uneventful. You pass by this large lake, and just as dawn is breaking, pull into this to another small village, much like the others. Small wooden buildings on the road. This one is not a fishing village; it's a farming village. Qualner is just coming to as dawn breaks, realizing what has happened. You're gonna need to erase blood letter from that character sheet.
Not yet.
Not
You know
yet.
what? He's going to get it back by the end of the session. It's okay.
We'll see. Why don't you, as Qualner comes to, why don't you roll a heraldry check? Actually, yeah.
30.
Yeah. Michelle may have made the connection as well. But you realize that those brigands, or whatever they were that blade sigil on their chest was the sigil of Ashenholdt.
Yeah, I remembered.
Yeah. And which would make, I mean, it would make sense for them to have recognized blood letter.
Yeah. Yep.
And for them to just my luck. The fabled dagger of my hometown dropped right into my lap.
That guy's getting a promotion.
Or he's just going to take it and run off and become his own bandit lord.
Oh, I hope not. I hope he takes it right back to Sturge.
I think we're about up for a break.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on the other side of a break.